In this episode, Bill Maher and Kid Rock hilariously dissect Trump's personality and political chaos. Tell me in the comments, who do you agree with more?
It's not the first time I've heard stories about the humanity of Donald Trump. I know to a lot of people,
doesn't want to start any wars.
They're going to hear that and they're going to be like, oh my God. But yes, I've never heard actually anything different than when you meet him personally, he's a different guy.
Well, after I did your show the first time years ago, you don't remember, we've talked, let me just interject 1 second, like politically incorrect.
Yeah.
I was not a big star yet. I was on my ascension.
Mm-hmm.
Someone talked your people into you. You didn't know me. And I went on that show and I never forgot it. And we talked about this last time. We went and had dinner, met Bill Clinton.
Yep.
With Gregory Peck and these people that said,
Gregory Peck.
I forgot. And then I started watching years later with your new show now, and I'm like, I hate this motherfucker. Honestly, I'm like, I'm like, this little ugly motherfucker, fucking beady-eyed, fucking goddamn Jew, and then I find out you're Catholic. I'm like, God damn, I don't even know what I'm talking about. And I kept watching, because it was like one of those train wrecks you can't turn off. And I'm like, sitting there this and the other, and I'm like, man, you know what? This motherfucker's kind of like me in a lot of ways. Like, he's real. I might not agree with him.
Right.
Don't agree with him, but he's fucking real. And I'm like, and now look at us sitting here.
I know.
Talking like, would you consider me a friend at this point?
Absolutely.
I would consider you one too.
Absolutely.
And I know this
only
can,
good.
and imagine if this can happen between you and President Trump. Right? When you want to set a precedent for people coming together, bringing this country together. If you guys sit down and be like, it's like you did this, and just have a conversation.
Okay, but Bob, it is a little different because we're friends who don't have that kind of power. He has a lot of power about how things actually are done in this country. So
and you might be able to influence that by being a friend of his.
I would love that.
You don't have to go suck his dick.
I won't.
No, I know you won't. But I guarantee, and by the way, but you guys doing that could set a huge precedent for the world.
Bring me to the White House with you.
I'll ask him.
I'll fly to Nashville. We'll go out the night before.
You'll get on Airfuck One. That's my jet.
I'll fly to Nashville. We'll go out the night before and do something completely unpresidential. And then we'll fly to Washington the next day, and you'll bring me to meet President Trump. And then I'll be in Guantanamo Bay. Like, we got him. Well, he's here.
President Trump doesn't care if people disagree this, that, and the other. Everybody wants to be loved.
I wouldn't go that far, Bob.
No. I remind him all the time. I'm like, Mr. Trump. I'm like, President Trump. Don, don't forget. Don't forget. And Bill, you can attest to this, like a little bit like that E. Jean Carroll thing. Like, I mean, you don't think that's fucking like, okay, a civil case over something, fucking $200 million, and people are like, what the fuck is going on?
Hey, I said on my show, first of all, no one knows what happens in these situations. I understand that a jury found him guilty of...
In New York City.
I understand. Let me finish. I understand that. Even for him, it sounds weird to me. I also knew her. She used to do, E. Jean Carroll used to do Politically Incorrect. I found her to be very sane, nice, rational. She doesn't seem like the kind of person who would just make something that up. But I also think even for him, who has been piggish with women, there's no doubt about that.
So have you.
But to wait. Yeah, I have not.
Sure you have.
Not really, but okay. I've been sexist. I have said sexist things.
Well, now we're at sexist. Let me keep drilling you a little bit. We'll get there.
Okay. I've said sexist things. But everybody was sexist 30 years ago. Anyway, even for him, it just sounds too weird to me. I mean, like, this guy has women all over the place. Why would he, like, assault someone in a dressing room? So we don't know. That's the thing. You don't know. I don't know. None of you people watching who are like, oh, I can't believe it. You don't know either. Bill, nobody fucking knows.
How do you think?
But I did make the point, excuse me. I did make the point that Bill Clinton was credibly accused of very much the same thing by more than one woman, I think two. And we need a Broderick and the other one.
I don't care if presidents are getting pussy.
Well, getting
pussy.
I
want them to run the country.
I don't either, but sexual assault is different. what he is accused of, getting pussy, Bob, I think need to agree, and I think you do agree already, is different than what they're doing, than forcing yourself. You didn't force yourself on anybody in your life, I'm hoping. And I didn't either. This is forcing yourself on somebody. That's what he's accused of. Clinton,
20 fucking years before the fact in a civil court?
I'm saying
in New York City? How do you think you do in Alabama in that jury trial, Bill?
I'm just saying Bill Clinton was credibly accused of the same thing, and the liberals kind of just whistled past that graveyard. You know, that's what I hate about America right now, the team thing. Like, if it's our guy, we don't see it.
I hate it too.
And I hate that, like, Kamala Harris's husband was credibly accused by the same kind of Me Too standards that we had heard since 2017 in dozens of other cases, by a woman who said he did this. It sounded like it absolutely could have happened. It wasn't like the worst thing ever that happened, but it was certainly wrong. And, you know, another woman that she talked to at the time, that was always a big thing in the Me Too stories. Well, she talked to somebody else and they corroborate the story and it was contemporaneous and okay, all that. And yet they acted like that never happened. Like they did it on Saturday Night Live, you know, Kamala's husband, and he was just dorky Doug. No. And like, I fucking hate that. Don't do that to me. Don't like ignore it or try to get me to not see it because it's your team. So you can tell him I said that and maybe I'll get the invitation.
Well, the bottom line, let's say
I'm not angry.
Some of this stuff and all of it's true, like whatever. Let's just go with that angle. Like, did Trump bang a porn star, Stormy Daniels?
Well, that did happen.
Well,
I think. My opinion, just
a lot
an opinion.
better than banging your fat intern.
Yeah. No, I mean, that's just my opinion, but I think that one did happen. I
mean, if we had to vote on that alone, I'd be like, oh yeah, Trump.
Yeah. I mean, look, you can't say it's admirable that a guy was doing it while his wife was home nursing their infant. But, you know.
Lord knows that's the first guy to do that.
You know, okay, but that doesn't make it right.
None of this shit's right.
Yeah, but that's kind of a broad brush.
No, but what I'm talking about is like, who do we want fucking running the country?
Well,
like, I think we can't get good leaders, and this is serious. I think we can't get good leaders because everyone's going to dig through your fucking past, and they're going to find some shit. None of us, fuck it, I stand before God as my witness. I'm a sinner. No question. At what level? Not that fucking bad.
Right.
But
you're not a rapist.
Fuck no. But I mean, like, this is why we can't get good leaders. You know, people that run fucking companies and know what they're fucking doing.
No, that's true.
People are in the fucking streets and know what they're fucking doing.
No, I don't know why anybody would want to be.
Right. No one wants to be subject to that. And I'm like, wait, we're trying to run the business of America. This is what first got me into Trump. I didn't know him at all. And I said it in Rolling Stone. I'm like, I don't fucking let the business guy run it. America's a business, and the business of America is fucked. Last I checked, I'm like, let him do it.
Well, a government is not just a business. There is a huge difference between business and government. In fact, they're often...
What's different?
Pitted. Government's job, one of government's jobs is to make sure business isn't corrupt.
That's not the forefront of having a business?
To not be corrupt? No, businesses try to be corrupt so they can make more money.
So if you go in there and tell people, hey, we're going to stop the fucking corruption and we're going to do it at every fucking level, you might get some of it wrong. But we're going to go fucking do this? Who's done this? In our lifetime, who's done this?